And I realize now that their shot is a little lower, but we're making it work. Okay. I'm sorry if you can hear the doors flopping open. That's what they do when it's windy. I'm going to figure out a way to pin them to the sides of the building so that I can have them open and they won't bang around with the wind. But we'll get there. We'll get there. This whole barn, I have been hesitant to come in here because it's been so cold. My little California blood is not used to this weather, but eventually, once things start consistently warming up, I'm going to come and paint the ceiling and really start manifesting the cosmic barn vision that we all shared together when we first came into this space. And my plan is to do the flat parts black and like splattered stars and stuff, and then the beams that are going across like an arch, to do them in the rainbow colors. So it'll be, a red one, an orange one, a yellow one, and so on. I think it'll look cool. Maybe I'll play around on my tablet. It's always a good idea to like take a digital picture of something and then experiment with different ideas digitally before you go for it. Even if you're doing a painting, I've done that before, taken a picture of the painting and then done some digital stuff to just try out an idea without going full force ahead on the actual canvas. So, yay. Let me take a drink of water and we'll get started. Oh, look at that. Dream State Visions in the house. Woo woo. If you haven't checked out Cassandra at Dream State Visions, please do. She's an incredible artist. And here, I have a little friend who wanted to join us today, Bob. It's been a little while since we've seen Bob. But when I was asking myself what I could bring into the barn to help me feel safe and grounded and more open to channel these messages with you today, Bob said, take me, take me. He makes my inner child feel so safe. So I am going to keep Bob with us today as we channel these messages for Pisces season. I'm so excited because these messages are profound. But before we get into that, I do want to say happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Hi, Click the Best Shot. Hey, Dream Detective. Hello, everyone who's joining us. Whether you've got a partner or not, it doesn't matter because you always have yourself. And so happy Valentine's Day to you. Make sure you love on yourselves a lot today. Do something that makes you happy just for the sake of making yourself happy. Like me, I started this painting today. I'm so stoked. This actually comes into the messages today. I will tell you when we get there. But I'm super excited and grateful and so thankful for every single one of you being here. Even those who are not present, who are watching the replay, thank you for being a part of this community and being devoted to your heart work. So let's take a moment just to connect with our breath and center ourselves before we begin. And just give ourselves full permission to be here in this moment together right now. Another big deep inhale and let it out. It's amazing how centering one deep breath can be. We forget to breathe. So breathe as many times as you need to become present. And I want to take a moment to just give thanks for this time to connect and ask that the messages that come forward today, in addition to the ones that have already come through, be of our highest and greatest good. And we thank you, Spirit, so much for guiding us on our creative journeys. Okay, let's talk about Pisces. Oh, okay. So Monday, the 19th, the sun is going to move into Pisces. We'll be saying goodbye to Aquarius season, which as a Leo, it's been a rough one for me, but I am so grateful and thankful for the lessons learned, truly. Getting to look at yourself in the mirror of your opposite energy is really intense. So shout out to the Virgos, because here's your moment. And then happy birthday to all of our Pisces creators out there. So I've been wanting to shift away from focusing on a linear time chronological calendar. And you guys know I love the full moons, the new moons. I think creative energy is so cyclical that getting really in tune with lunar energies is so smart and is a way for you to really understand what you're moving through on your journey. But so is where the sun is. The sun is the representation of the heart. It is that life force. It is that creative energy. We can't have life without that beautiful sun. And so when the sun moves and shifts into a different archetypical energy, our creative energy is really shining in a different space. And it's very important for us as creators, as sacred HeARTists, to be attuned to that and to just note it, if nothing else, so we don't take our journey so hard sometimes and realize, oh, okay, this is the phase I'm moving through right now, and it's okay. It's not a big deal. So the sun will be shifting into Pisces on Monday. And it's also, I wrote this one down, as I just got an email from Astro Butterfly, which if you love astrology and like nerding out on it, Astro Butterfly has an incredible newsletter. They will send you about major transits. And they just sent an email out about Chiron and the North Node conjuncting right when the sun goes into Pisces. That is a huge, huge moment. Chiron being that healing force, and then the North Node being our like destiny point, our North Star in this lifetime. So to have such an incredibly powerful conjunction happening right at the start of Pisces season, I think attests to the major energetic shifts that are going to happen in these next 30 days. And I think go along perfectly with the 4 messages that I received on Sunday when I sat down to channel this. So it'll all come full circle at the end. So stick around, because that very 4th message, the last message I got for Pisces season, I was literally told this is the most important message of this transit. So I'm going to make you wait until the end, love it or hate it, but stay tuned. Because that last point is just, it really brings it all together. All right, so let's move into the first message. So like I said, I sit down in advance of these and I get really in tune and channel whatever spirit wants Awakened Creators to know for this transit of Pisces. And the first message that came through was about a stairway. And the stairway was moving up to a new level. And in this vision, it was this beautiful open loft space. It was all white, and it was just this blank canvas. Okay. And as we step up into this new level, and Dream State, I see your question. It's Astro Butterfly. Fantastic newsletter. Okay, so we're ascending this stairway and we're coming up into this blank space. And a few messages started coming through. Some of you might literally be coming into a new space. Some of you might be receiving a new platform with which to share your creations. But what it really represented, and what I want to bring your attention to, is the fact that all of the ascension work that you've been doing, the inner work, the shifting out of old patterns, the shedding more layers, dropping stuff that's holding you down, all of this work is now kind of settling. And during Pisces season, even though you still got work to do, we always have work to do as long as we're embodied, right? But there's coming a resting point, and my soul was so comforted knowing, my God, okay, yay, we kind of get a rest for a little bit. And what it was about expanding outward rather than moving up. So this is an opportunity for you to fill this new space that you've created through all the shedding that you've been doing with new ideas, new opportunities. And I was guided to let us all know to literally visualize this, okay? So let's pause for a moment. We can do this together quite briefly, and then you can do it on your own for a longer time. But take a deep breath and visualize yourself ascending a staircase, and you're coming up into this loft space, this white loft, and it's just open and full of potentiality. And Spirit wants you to start filling this visual, filling this loft space with what you want next. Maybe you fill this space with some new people. Maybe you fill this space with some new creative projects. Maybe you fill this space with a new pet. Dog's barking. So visualize. We were guided to literally spend some time visualizing this blank space and start filling it with what you want to experience during Pisces season. Okay? So as you do that, I would love to hear what you'd like to fill your space with, if you don't mind my spying eyes, because they're always curious what people are manifesting. But yeah, go into meditation, use that space, and really fill it with what you want to experience during Pisces season. But rest assured, rest is coming energetically during Pisces. So allow yourself to be comforted in knowing that all the hard work you're doing is opening up some new space. So it's very exciting, because I know a lot of us have been working very hard, facing a lot of tough stuff during Aquarius, which they tried to prepare us for. I remember that Aquarius season message saying jolts, right? And I definitely felt quite a few jolts during Aquarius season. Okay, second message. I'm going to take a little sip of water. All right. So the second message for Pisces season and what we should hold space for and prepare for. This one came in and took me a little while to really understand it, but bear with me as I explain this to you. And I apologize if you can hear my studio door banging, but it's really windy outside. What I visualized and what came to me was that I was hearing relationship conflict going on, but I wasn't seeing it. Okay. And this was really important because you might, during this Pisces transit, hear of or see relationship conflicts occurring outside of yourself. It could be conflicts within family members. It could be conflicts in other people in relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, right? It could be business partners or even just people in general in the collective. Okay. Or this was also pointed out, you may be creating conflict between yourself and someone else in your mind when it is not actually present in reality. Okay. So be mindful of making a bigger deal out of a situation with another person than is actually present. This is an opportunity to become aware of karmic patterns as they relate to relationships with other people, our expectations of other people, or of our dynamic with other people. Pisces is a very karmic sign. It is deep in the waters of the universe. So all of that stuff might be bubbling up to the surface, but it's coming up for you to clear. It's coming up for you to start to let it go. So the real conflict that's going on is inside of ourselves, right? Our relationships, whether they are direct relationships or we're watching relationship dynamics go on, are reflections. People are reflections. So when we're seeing conflicts, whether they're outside of ourselves or we're perceiving them in our own relationships, they're always pointing to some kind of inner conflict we have within ourselves. And so what you think is being said or done to you may not actually be what's going on, but it's the program that's running in your mind. So the first thing that Spirit wants us to do is acknowledge and accept that we may be manifesting conflict in a relationship in our lives when there is actually none. And then to follow that acknowledgement up with boatloads of compassion and forgiveness. Pisces is also an extremely compassionate energy and full of, at its highest vibration, forgiveness and grace. And so we need to and are called to bring a lot of forgiveness to self during this transit, especially if we are facing these conflicts or perceived conflicts. And this was the clincher of this whole issue, was that by doing this inner work, by taking the time to pause and address whatever is inside of ourselves, we are healing the collective. Spirit wanted to make that very clear, that there is no need whatsoever to blame yourself or anyone else for what's coming up, but to allow yourself to do this work on behalf of not just you, but the whole collective, because this could be whatever program is running that's coming up could be generational, and it gets to stop with you. You get to be the one who says, no more, I'm not going to perpetuate this any longer. And it's coming to you because you are strong enough and you are capable. And so that is to be made very clear, that you are capable of handling this. That is why it's showing up for you. Okay. So there is a little cleaning and scrubbing needing to be done. I know I just got done saying, like, we get a rest, but you move into a new space, you still got to clean a little bit. So let yourself be okay with that. And this was the other thing they said, it doesn't feel major. It didn't feel like major conflict. So I'm not talking about like huge fights and blowups between people, but sometimes we create problems where there aren't any, and it's coming up, so we can let that go. And it was highly recommended that you use your art in some capacity to work through this. So if during Pisces season you're facing this relationship issue, this conflict that might be more powerful in your head than it is out in front of you, go to your art. Go to your art. Use your creative expression to help you transmute this energy for yourself and for the collective. Your heart work is going to help you clear this out. So very, very comforting to know that this can get cleared if we just take the time to do it, which a lot of people don't do, unfortunately, including myself, right? All right. So Pause to take another drink. I always have to remind myself I do not need to rush through these lives, that I can take my time and I can always edit later for my YouTube folks. Okay. Oh, this next one's fun. Okay. Woo! So here we go. Message number 3. If I can do 3. 3, which way? 3, European 3, American 3. If I can get to this next message here, is a lot of fun. And as I'm waiting to receive this message, all I start seeing, my awareness is just filled with the color pink. I told you this painting would come back, okay? This felt like the true essence of the Valentine's Day energy. So to those of you who are moving through this day and are like, F Valentine's, you're not feeling it, wait till Pisces season. And then that Valentine energy that you are desiring will come to you more. This was so beautiful. It was literally wrapping around me like a blanket, like a hug. It was so sweet and so innocent and so kind and so gentle. This energy of pink. And it translated in some ways to connection opportunities. So you might have during Pisces season an opportunity to connect with people who make you feel just ooey gooey and loved. There may be new levels of self-love that you start moving through and embracing during Pisces season, which is really exciting, right? For those of us who have dealt with lots of self-worth issues, I, for one, could welcome all the self-love energy that I can get. This also felt like a new appreciation for your loved ones. So the people that are in your life, that are supporting you and loving you, and really opening yourself up to not only give them love and appreciation, but receive their love and appreciation more fully. So look for opportunities to sink into the love, let it wrap you up, let others love you, take it all in, and go literal with the color pink during Pisces. Go literal with the color pink. They were like, paint with pink, knit with pink, wear pink, whatever you can do and get your hands on, grab some pink, because they started showing me how color is encoded with information. I mean, if you think about color is just waves of energy, and you're reading this energy, whether your conscious brain is like, I just see the color pink, your energetic body is receiving much more information than that. And so by looking at a color, you're getting all this information. And so allow the color pink into your life during Pisces. Like I said, you could wear it. You could go surround yourself with pink crystals during this transit. You could knit with the color pink, paint with the color pink. They also said you could listen to pink noise, I guess is a thing, not just white noise, but pink noise while you sleep. Pink is, for me, associated with compassion. Pink is this color that just holds so much sweet, compassionate energy. And even just like wrapping yourself up in the color pink. And okay, it's Valentine's Day, and I know all my bargain hunters out there are like, yes, clearance. Go get that Valentine's clearance and get all that pink stuff for cheap to carry you through Pisces season, because that's what I plan on doing. I did want to share this with you as I was preparing for this live. I'm creating this painting because I was like, I'm already inspired. I want to go paint with the color pink. And I started this one. I'm getting my paint sorted and stuff. And I stumbled upon this, which my son created. My son, who is a Pisces, mind you, he did this months ago before the snow came. It says, it's painted on a piece of plastic, but it says color is life. And it's pink. And he's a Pisces. I was like, what is this magic? Pink, folks. Get with the program. All right. Okay, last message. Here we go. This is the one I said, please, please, please wait to the end. This is the good one. I mean, they're all good, but this one's really important. Okay. Hanging in there, Bob? Yeah. All right. Okay. The last message. Many of you may be starting new projects during Pisces season. And what came through with this message is that as soon as you get started or try to start, you're going to hit a pain point. Okay? You're going to hit a pain point. It came through as the prick of a needle, like as you're starting to sew, right? If any of you are sewers, you're starting to sew and you immediately get pricked. That's how it came through. It comes in fast and it pokes you right as you start this. Please, please, please remember this message. This is an opportunity. This pain point, specifically that's showing up when you start a new project in Pisces, is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to hold it. Let me pause for just a minute because I'm getting ahead of myself. Remembering that first message, this big lofty space, okay? A lot of you will be inspired to start filling it with new stuff, new creations, new connections, new opportunities. And those opportunities are going to start poking spots where you're feeling like you're being provoked is what came through. You'll feel like you're being provoked, okay? And remembering, though, that all resistance, all creative resistance holds wisdom, all of it, every single time. Okay, we're moving away from the language of creative blocks. By the way, I'm going to start trying to stop using that. And we're moving into new language that looks at these as expansion moments. Okay, so remember that all resistance creatively is holding wisdom if you are willing to sit with it. That's the clincher. If you're willing to sit with it. Okay. So don't be put off if you start a new project and you quickly hit a wall with it. This is an opportunity for you to become more loving towards yourself and shine light into this space within you. Now, Pisces at its lower vibrations can lead to numbing. Substance abuses of food, abuses of alcohol, abuses with numbing TV, right? Or other kind of screen activities or things like that. So there can be a tendency to want to numb with Pisces energy, but Spirit really, really wants you to go in the opposite direction, which is to go inside and get really spiritual with it. Because that's the other vibration of Pisces, is it's super spiritual. So light all the candles, turn on all the incense, get into your sacred chamber and really be quiet and listen to what's coming up for you. Because they said that when you do this, information is going to start pouring into you when you open yourself up. It could be the flash of a memory. It could be a phrase. It could be a feeling that comes to you and is going to start revealing what this is, what really this is. Okay. And when you start to get comfortable with what it really is, what it's really trying to show you, you have the opportunity to, and I quote my guides, face this once and for all. Once and for all. How often do we get the opportunity I don't know about you, but stuff keeps coming up, and there's layers and layers and layers and layers, and it seems like it's never ending. And they're saying, no, this one could be once and for all. Once and for all. So this could be huge for you. Huge for you. So when this comes up, you're starting a new project and you hit that resistance, go within. Do not numb. Do not run away from it. Do not try to hide from it. This is an opportunity for you to literally change your life. Change your life. Change your life. And to face this with the compassion of Pisces, and to really love yourself through this moment and integrate it into who you are. They showed me you will be able to move forward with so many things. This has literally been holding you back. So when I say that there is maybe something creatively that's been holding you back for a while, and the first thing that comes to mind when I say that is probably this thing. This is going to hit you in Pisces, and it's going to gift you the opportunity to once and for all transmute this and move beyond it and wipe the slate clean. So that is so exciting. So exciting. I'm like, this is the most important thing. This is the most important thing of this transit. It really, truly is. This has been blocking you from starting, from moving ahead in so many ways. And it's finally going to drop if you promise yourself not to run away. Okay. So yay. I'm very excited about that one. I absolutely can't wait. Okay, so I told you there was 4 messages. Were you counting? That was the last one. I'd love to hear in the comments which of those 4 messages resonated the most for you. So was it the first one about coming into a new space and really finally being able to fill it with what you want in this new era, and to start fresh and to finally get a rest from all the inner work you've been doing? Okay. Was it the relationship conflict and really being mindful to not create problems where there aren't any, but to pay attention to that when we're doing that, and to go within and to clear it, not just for ourselves, but for our ancestors, for the collective, and get rid of that junk? Or the color pink, like me. I want to take that message to heart and really start using pink during this Pisces transit to wrap myself up in love and compassion. Or the last message, right? Yeah. Like once and for all, clear this out. As soon as you hit that wall, just dive right in, take the gift, and clear it. So, okay. Be sure to come back during Pisces season anytime you need it and rewatch this video. It's going to be up on YouTube in edited version, so you won't have to sit through all the stillness. So rewatch this video as a reminder what to focus on. I literally do this. Like, I don't know if I should say this or not, but I watch myself. I watch my own messages, because the thing about channeling is that I'm not like conscious of it all the time. So it comes in, and then I'm like, wait, what did I just say? Like, I don't even know. I have to rewatch it to really let it sink in. So I'm blessed I get to channel it, do it again live, watch it again, and really get it sink in, because my guides know I am stubborn AF. So I could use the reinforcement. And go get yourself some pink discounted Valentine's stuff, right? Wrap yourself up in pink during this Pisces transit and really just feel the love. All right. Yay. Hi, Anna. Okay, so next Wednesday, what is it? the 21st. Next Wednesday, the 21st, we are having our full moon live in Virgo. I'm actually looking forward to this Virgo full moon. My mom, who passed away, was a Virgo moon. So I have a feeling that this lunar energy is going to feel very familiar and comfy for me. So I am looking forward to that. But Virgo really has a lot to say in Pisces because we can drift a little far away into the ethers with Pisces if we're not careful. And Virgo really helps to ground it in reality and give us an opportunity to make real all the things we're imagining. And we do that in kind of, I guess, boring ways, like if you could use that word, of just routine and consistency and really following through on what we say we're going to do and having that earthy energy come in and help us. So I'm very excited that we'll be live here again on Wednesday to talk about the Virgo full moon. But for those of you who are in the Sacred HeARTist portal, on the Saturday after that, we're going to be in there coming into support circle. And we're going to be talking about routine and consistency. So if you've had a struggle with routine and consistency, or you have a victory with getting into a routine and consistency, I would love to talk to you live on Saturday inside the Sacred HeARTist portal, which you are all welcome to join for your first 7 days free. And then you can cancel right after if you just want to be there for that. Totally up to you. But I am so glad that so many of you are resonating with these Pisces messages. I am excited for this transit. I really am. So if you enjoyed our time today, share the love in whatever way feels good to you, because you never know who might need it. I love you. Say bye, Bob. Bye. I'm going to go back to painting. I love you guys. Bye for now.